What up, y'all? FaBo, man. BigBossFabo back again with a video for the channel, man. I'm actually doing a reaction to kids who are unfazed on Beyond Scared Straight. This is from Fly Trends. So, if you know Beyond Scared Straight, it's basically like a TV show. I'm not even sure if they still do it or they still got seasons of it, but a TV show to where they send reckless youth to the prison system or you know, the county jail to get an experience of what their life could be like if they continue on a certain path. Basically, it's just like a lot of youth that's just misguided, doing a lot of things that probably you wouldn't want your children to be doing on a day-to-day basis. So we got kids who are unfazed on Beyond Scared Straight. Some of these kids try to act tough, you know what I mean? But some of them pretty much they walk in tough and then they get broken, you know? They snap. But anyways, man, let's get into this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, @FaBo. It's the road to 1 million. Peace, love to everybody rocking with the channel, man. Check out my playlist page to see all the different forms of content I drop. This is a reaction channel, man. We do all different forms of reaction content. So if you have a recommendation for stuff you want to see me do, man, put it down in the comment section down below.
Of the program, but here are some children who remained undaunted by the officers. The expected reaction when surrounded by inmates is fear, which is why intimidation is one of the key tools of the program. But here are some children who remained undaunted by the officers and inmates.
10 toes. I'm staying 10 toes down. That buddy just smiling.
Hey, to be down for the get down, man, please. Right up. You gon' die.
Do it Thursday, Fridays. Stand your ass up to.
Call me chest. Call me chest right now.
Give it to him. And I wish you don't do it.
Oh, I got
He said,
Don't touch me no more. Don't touch me no more.
Don't touch me.
In order to get it, give it. Go against everything. He's supposed to be taking care of you. He's gonna give you that same look. Bro, what kind of grip you in? All right. Brandon, what up? One more time.
I'm gonna leave you in here.
Anthony doesn't take anything seriously, which is why he worries his mom, who finds his attitude rubbing off on his young sister.
I'm Anthony, I'm 14, and I've been arrested for gun charges. I don't need God to help me.
Okay, move.
this kid.
Nothing ticks off officers more than the smug grin on Anthony's face, and if he were allowed, this officer would probably smack it off his face.
Think it's a joke? Think it's funny?
Yeah.
Why? With me and everybody else. Oh my God, God ain't gonna help you here.
Can someone give Willie his well-deserved medal, because he calls out his offense like it's a breakthrough in string theory?
What's your problem? Why are you here today? You're proud of being disrespectful. I don't give a crap.
Despite their tactics, Willie remains unmoved by the officers. Would meeting with the inmates be any different?
He's a grown man. Smack him.
Go ahead.
Smack him.
Smack me around
Smack
like
him.
you smacked your mom this morning. Puts a roof over your head, buys that clothes you got on, and you're
This
gonna hit
fool.
her? Put your hands down before I take
This
you
kid
down.
was putting his hands on his mom. I remember this kid clear as day. I've seen a lot of these episodes, and you'll be surprised the reasons why a lot of these kids end up here. It's like reasons that are pretty dumb, like stupid, petty type stuff. This kid beat his mom. Sometimes sometimes it's just kids that smoke weed. Like, but I guess they're getting arrested or they're getting caught in the process. So, but then you got real serious offenders, people who gang affiliated, people who do carjacking, stuff like that. But then you got some people who just fight. You know what I mean? So there's various extremes you'll get on this show.
Anthony is happy to have camaraderie in his
his
rebellion
little
and
sister's
acts
up
up
here.
even more.
If you gotta use the bathroom, it's right there. If you need a drink of water, it's right there.
That's his sister.
It's funny. That's what you want for your sister.
Anthony's continued defiance gets to the officer, and he snaps.
Time.
I know you are.
You are time. You won't even stand up and try to help your sister. Don't rely on a coward to protect you.
If the officers were expecting Willie and Anthony to behave when they meet the inmates, they're in for a world of disappointment.
You understand me? I'll bust your dude. I'll make you a man, boy. You don't think I'll make you a man, huh?
Don't you let him grab you.
Serious, boy.
Isn't it
You
disturbing
can
how
tell his
Anthony
smile
has the
kind of
look
went
of a
away for a
child?
little bit, bro. He's scared,
Don't
low
let him
key.
grab you.
Look, he looks, he kind of afraid. Come on, let's be honest. If you're behind the wall, right, with these folks, I mean, it's one thing to smile when there's a door between y'all, right? It's another thing to smile if you locked up in a cell with them. Two different extremes. I guarantee you, obviously we know these inmates can beat this kid. This is a kid, you know what I mean? We know this kid would get beat up. But it's a different story when you're actually behind the wall versus you're just there for a tour.
Isn't it disturbing how Anthony has the look of a child in a candy store mesmerized by all he sees? The program seems to have an opposite effect on him than intended, as he looks immensely fascinated by prison life.
What you in here for?
Armed burglary.
Oh, burglary. I asked you a question.
You want to go in there with him?
Cortasia has more vices than...
At Go Auto,
Uh-oh,
we
she
know
thugging,
car insurance
thugging.
can be expensive. The good news is,
Cortasia.
it doesn't have to be. Go Auto.
Gang affiliated.
than some adults would ever have in their lifetime, and she isn't bothered about it. But thankfully, her family is.
My name is Cortasia. I'm 15. I get in trouble for fighting, smoking weed. I swear I had bust this girl's head open. Then they called the police.
Lakeisha has experienced the horrors of incarceration and doesn't want it for her child, whose actions point to prison as her destination.
I went to prison for possession of CDS.
Reason why I'm worried about Cortasia's getting high.
Bring him in.
Cortasia gives the officers hell at intake, which means her tour will be as dramatic as possible. At the inmate interview, the inmates are immediately drawn to Cortasia, and they probe to see what she's made of.
What's funny? What's so funny? Take them off. Take them off. So you ain't gonna take your shoes? Take out. Take out. Take out.
She's made of sterner stuff than other teenagers. She doesn't dissolve into tears when cornered, but gives as much as she gets.
I ain't gonna be nobody. You straight up. You hard? Is you hard? Is you hard?
Odds rolling, I don't do that. You gonna respect me.
You not from. You don't bang. Bloods all day soup.
If Queen
said
thinks talking
bloods
to
all
Cortasia
day.
like an adult would yield another result, she's in for a shock. That strategy might work with others, but Cortasia is different.
Now, I'm a blood right now. You come up in here saying that boy, I will smash you out. And you do for fun is gonna end up your gonna get killed for playing. You don't do this for fun. You gonna be in the ICU, ready to be down for the get down? Man, please, right up. You gonna die.
KK's speech is a blend of TK and Queen's efforts, but the reaction isn't positive either.
So you gangin' bloods, huh? What the bloods doing for you? Don't like me all in your face. Do something. You ain't the only one who mama been in and out penitentiary. I don't care.
With the interview with the inmates being an abysmal failure, the officers try their luck again with Cortasia.
Get you nowhere. That's not gonna get you nowhere. Make me. Make me. Blood. What the? Punch me. Y'all be the last.
Finally, someone calls it. No part
She
of the
snapped.
program succeeds in getting through to Cortasia, and everyone worries about where she'll end up if she doesn't change.
You really don't care.
Bro, you know what they need to do? They need to do like an update. I don't know. Usually at the end of the episode, they'll be like, all right, nothing's really changed ever since they left the program. He's still back on some BS. They usually give you some type of like a few weeks, a few months summary or update as to what happened. Did stuff change? Some of the kids, they're redirected on a different path. Now, 3 weeks later, you can't really tell. Point being is, they need to do an episode where it's like years later. Because these are kind of old. I think they're like mid-2000s, early 2000s, some of them, I don't know. But 5 years later, you know, Beyond Scared Straight, the update. Beyond Scared Straight, years later. You know what I'm saying? And then let's see if they really changed.
They can lock you up for pushing her. You keep going the way that you're going, you're gonna be right here, I promise you.
When surrounded, most of the teenagers act with defiant rage, but very few act with lethal calm.
Tough right here. You the tough? Who the gangster, huh? What's up, pussy boy? I ain't got no number in it.
She's shook.
Unsurprisingly, after the initial chaos, the inmates single Kenneth out as the teen with the heart of stone. That's the kind they enjoy breaking. But would they be able to break him?
You in here for? Nah. Gang banging. Yo, little punk ass. Black Stone. Punk ass dude.
Kenneth responds to all the questions thrown at him coolly, making the inmates more determined to get a reaction out of him.
Man, he don't even know no lit, man. He ain't in no gang, man.
Guards only come through every 30 minutes. And go a whole nother 30 minutes with your bitch ass.
You ever been in trouble before, little boy?
Yeah.
For what?
Speak up, I can't hear you.
It's like talking to a
Yeah.
robot, and this frustrates the gentleman in orange to no end.
Bro, it's shook.
They'll take you, man. You'll wind up in a bitch somewhere. Sit your bitch
But
ass
he's
down, man.
shook.
Sit your bitch ass down. You ain't hear me?
What block you from?
George's expression mirrors the shock most people in the room feel as not even a big bad wolf gets through to Kenneth.
I'm the big dog, so when
This
they come in here
dude
with that
huge.
bullshit, I'ma set their ass straight. Cause you one of them tough. I sell that boy for Zuzus, that's what you gonna be.
The heat is taken off Kenneth for a moment when the inmates focus on David, who shows he can be malleable in the right circumstance.
Do it Thursday, Friday.
Whoa.
Stand your ass up.
Whoa.
Homies,
What was this fool just
the
doing,
right
bro? He asked him to comb his chest hairs. And this kid is actually doing it, bro. Bruh, you're on TV. Like, I would not do it. If I'm on TV, right, I know I'm a part of a program. These guys can't really hurt me. I'm not going to look like a clown. You know what I mean? He said, bro is actually combing Buddy's chest hair. Come on, man. That's low. That's low.
Circumstance.
Do it Thursday, Fridays. Stand your ass up too.
Comb his chest. Comb his chest.
Right now. Give it to him.
That's what
And I wish you don't do it.
Unbelievable. Did Kenneth just say no while looking him straight in
See?
the eyes?
Be glad. You sorry for
Grab the comb, man. Watch out, man. Grab the comb, dog.
Or what? Bro's not going to...
Do the I tell you. Man, get the up off me, man. Man, let me
He
go,
can't
man.
do nothing.
Not only is Kenneth not scared, he doesn't allow himself even to be moved by an emotion as mundane as anger. With that face, he would be great at poker.
Let me go. Damn it, I said let me go. I'm coming back for your ass. Get your ass coming. I get paid to fight. I'll whoop your ass.
Isaiah is the pack's leader, and he shows the officers the position isn't just because of his age.
Bruh's eating good. Got a ham sandwich.
When a teen proves adamant, torturing the sibling is a sure way to get them to behave. What would Isaiah do to save his younger brother?
Eat that sandwich. Eat it. Nah. Swallow that damn sandwich, man. Nah.
I'm good, bro.
Apparently nothing,
Let
except
me tell
sit
y'all
on his
right now.
butt and dish out.
Jail food is probably some of the worst food you could eat. Now, I'm not proud of my past, you know what I'm saying? But, bro, let me tell y'all this, right? Like, don't eat the jail food. If anything, eat the snacks. You know what I mean? Like, there's a point in my younger day to where I was locked up, right? And I never did no extensive bid, but I've been to jail. I've been to county. And, bro, I did not eat anything. I swear I lost a few pounds when I was in county because I wasn't eating none of the food they gave me. I did not want to eat it because it was trash. You don't even know what these guards are doing to y'all's food, man. It's like these pre-wrapped, pre-made sandwiches. It's kind of, I don't even like ham because I don't remember them having turkey. But, bro, I remember seeing folks like, people would actually collect the sandwiches from people. Oh, you gonna eat that? You want the rest of that? Nah. You can have mine, bro. I was not eating any of the sandwiches. I remember when I did like an overnight possibly. And all I ate was the chips. And they had like, you had like the cream pies. You know, like the Boston cream pies. Or like, I think it had like zebra cakes or something like that. Like the packaged snacks. That's the only thing I was eating. I would not eat any sandwiches, bologna sandwiches that were made. That is just not my stilo. I was not eating any of the sandwiches, bro. Not my proudest days, but hey, I'm just being honest, bro. Do not eat the sandwiches unless. That's why I don't really understand. I guess a lot of people get money put on their books. You know what I mean? A lot of people get money. And they can eat like the ramen. They can eat good. Some folks, I don't even know like the extent of prison food or jail food. But sometimes I hear stories about people saying, man, I was eating so good. You see people come home and they're real swole. Obviously the combination of eating and then doing push-ups, working out. But I never got to experience jail that long. You know what I mean? But in my time that I had experienced it, I was not eating any sandwiches, bro.
Orders. It works, though, as Jeremiah gets over his moment of repentance.
Don't eat that, man. You see this now, man.
See?
Teach them bad
That's
stuff.
why you teach
That's
them
why
bad
you
habits.
That food is nasty, bro.
Faith is the next pawn in the officer's arsenal, and while she proves cooperative, she isn't helpful in securing Isaiah's cooperation.
Who is that? His sister?
Now get back over there, then.
Do you like this? So grab that sandwich, then.
Pick it up.
If even his baby sister's tears don't get Isaiah to change, what makes the officers think they're screaming in his face would? All it'll succeed in doing is to make him angry, not remorseful.
Problem now, man. Fix your hands. Off my table. You ain't something. Don't touch it no more. Don't touch it no more.
Bro, I hate when people do that. Bro, you tend to see that a lot in the prison system, to where it's like they just want to get a rise out of you. And I'm talking about the officers. He said, "Don't touch me, man. Look at this dude." Bro, his whole bro put his whole hand on his arm. Bro put his whole hand on his arm, bro. He said, "I don't want to be touched." He said, "Come here." Just to get a rise out of you. What are you going to do now? I'm touching you. It's like that little kid brother. You know what I mean? It's funny because I'm the youngest brother of my family. But it's like the kid brother, right? I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. But he going to get as close as possible. But he's just trying to annoy you. He said, "I don't want to be touched." He said, hey, calm down, calm down. Calm down, bro.
In order to get it, give it. He's supposed to take care of you. He's
hilarious.
gonna give the same look.
If you can't help her, at least don't add to her problem. Jeremiah's defiance only adds germs to the list of things Faith
He made his little sister eat a sandwich, bro. No mayo, no cheese. Actually, I think they do have cheese, but it's that little packaged plastic. American cheese is probably one of the worst cheeses you could eat. I don't know why people eat American cheese, bro. It's not even cheddar. So they got a ham and cheese sandwich. Sometimes it's just a ham sandwich between 2 slabs of bread. No mayo. That thing is dry. Super dry.
Faith has to endure on this tour.
He said,
Finish that sandwich, babe. Finish it. And go on to the next sandwich. Come back around over there.
bro, since when did they
Taking a
got
cue
female
from Big Bro,
officers
Jeremiah shows he can
mixed
be
in
the
with the
mule.
boys program?
The officers are back to square one with him. Maybe they should separate the siblings so Isaiah doesn't keep undoing their progress with the other siblings.
Stop. Listen, if something happens to her, what are you going to do? Stop acting like him over there. You better than that.
Spoken like a true Pharisee, Isaiah keeps paying lip service to his brotherly devotion, but his actions say something else.
How much? You're not showing it. You're not showing it.
Even though Tychel and Tylexis are sisters, they are as different as day and night, which is revealed minutes into the jail tour.
My name is Tashil, 13. I drink and I fight with my mom. And I fight my brothers and sisters.
Having
You see what
one
I'm
delinquent
saying?
is a lot
They
for
steal and they drink. I'm not just, they're 13. That's bad. All right. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it's like some of the stuff is petty. The one sister is a little bit worse than the other. She steals, she drinks, and she fight with her mom. The other sister's going to the program because she fights with her brother. Like, come on, bro. Like, brothers and sisters fight. That's no means to go to a whole jail program. You know what I mean? I ain't even trying to make fun of it, but sometimes it's just for entertainment. You got kids that just say, man, I steal candy out of my mom's candy jar. I said, oh, we need to send you beyond straight. Come here. You're disrespecting your moms. It's like, bro, I'm barely even doing anything.
For a parent, and dealing with two is more than Michelle can handle, so she signs up the siblings for the jail tour.
Me and my sister, we fight a lot. Something can be really going on serious, and Tylex will laugh in your face. Big sisters. If they learn something from it, they can help each other.
Being the
She
eldest
laughed, bro.
doesn't
That
always
means she
equate
needs
to
to
being
go
the
to Beyond
toughest.
Scared Straight.
Tychel's tough exterior cracks in prison.
Your sister right now, and you need to tell your sister that you gonna lead by example.
Tylex, I love you.
Do you love your sister?
Bro, these are kids,
Yes,
man.
I
They
love
don't
my
really understand.
Unfortunately, the tour isn't having the same effect on Tylexis, who seems even more hardened than before she came in.
Do you love your sister?
I love you.
Do you mean it?
No, sir.
That's piss poor, you know that, right?
He said,
Tylexis'
"No, sir."
disposition is so
What?
cold that even Taylor, another team in the program, comments on it.
Comes back.
Did I want to stop communicating with her more? She just stood in her sister's face and said she loved her. You know how much that hurt her? Words do not go away.
True to her promise in jail, Tychel becomes a better person after the program, but the same can't be said for her younger sister.
And I got a better attitude, but me and Tylex's relationship was just the same.
Family is a great motivator to do better, and if she cannot feel anything for her sibling, how would Tylexis relate with others or be motivated to change?
I want them to be there for each other, talk, communicate.
Maybe it'll happen one
This
day.
is my thing,
Christian
bruh.
has strength, but doesn't know how to...
Sometimes, like, kids are too young to understand the concept of being open and honest and being, like, showing love. So it's one thing to try to, I don't know, I don't think that, you know, at a certain age, kids always fully understand being genuine. And they may say one thing, do another. So it's like, you can't really be mad fully at a kid who's just acting like a kid. You know what I mean? I don't think she really hates her sister. Maybe they argue, maybe they get in fights, but kids are immature naturally. I understand the program is trying to set kids on a better path, right? Because the path they're on will just, it'll snowball. But when you a kid, sometimes you just got to do kid stuff, bro. That's just how it is. Like, you got to learn the hard way. And kids don't listen. I was one myself. I didn't listen. I got into a lot of trouble. I still get into trouble now. But anyways, the point being is, bruh, kids aren't going to listen because you tell them. They're not at the age to where information or wisdom you give them really sinks in. So for you to be disappointed that a kid's going to still be a kid after you try to give them words of wisdom, I'm not surprised at that fact, bro. Because I didn't listen to what my parents were telling me. It's only when you get older, you hit a certain age of maturity to where you start understanding why they was telling you certain things. But in the moment, you're not going to care because you're immature. Your mind doesn't process information in the way that a grown adult would. So I don't know what they really expect. Like, the program's good. I understand the whole point of it. But come on, let's be honest. They're kids, bro. Especially when you're talking to a 12 and a 13-year-old. Let's keep it a bean.
Use it without getting in trouble.
I'm Christian, I'm 15, I get angry and I like to fight. I really just care
You see what I'm
about fighting.
saying?
If you don't
I like
knock
to
me out, then
fight.
I pretty much won't stop fighting.
His parents have taken measures, but the solution is temporary. Christian needs to figure out how to relate to people with his words, not fists, and be reintegrated into society.
Up until his past school year, which was 8th grade. When he got in school, he wanted to fight everybody.
At school, I got kicked out of school for that.
Didn't really hurt himself.
Scott's analysis of the situation is grim but accurate, and the jail program is the only solution left.
Are you gonna do the dishes or what?
They're already done.
His mom got into an argument. As they were arguing, once he gets mad, he just loses it. Somebody will stab you.
Like everyone on our list, Christian isn't worried about the program and gives the officers a tough time with his nonchalance.
I'm not scared of going to the jail.
Not scared of jail. He thinks jail's a piece of cake. He thinks he can go in there and fight anybody.
Fight, we can fight.
Christian's boast isn't without substance. There is no barrier between him and the inmate, yet he challenges him without batting an eyelash.
You mine. You like candy bars? What type of candy bar you like?
You wind up in here, who you think you're gonna be listening to? You
Bro,
will
this dude
listen
kind
to
of
him.
small.
Nothing the inmate throws at.
I would not be scared of this young man right here, bro. He said, you mine. You want a candy bar? Bro, you start talking about candy bars, bro. I'm not taking you serious, bro. Like, this is not the guy to pick to intimidate. You know? Like, come on, bro.
Christian
Look, he's
worries
laughing
him,
and stuff.
And when the interview is over, he gives a parting shot guaranteed to make the inmate see red as a thank you for your time.
What y'all love to do all day, right? Love to fight. And fights ain't always fair.
Fight one way or the other. I remember them blue eyes.
Okay.
He isn't the only one in the group who refuses to be bullied into compliance by the inmates. For lack of a better word, Laurent looks bored by their performance.
Bro, what kind of grip you in?
I'm gonna leave you in here.
You a grip, you ain't no grip. You ain't about that life.
After watching the inmate release so much steam, Kristen shuts him up with his declaration. He's obviously an intelligent kid, so one wonders why he isn't using his talents legally.
Oh, you say size don't matter, get with me. Promise you if these police wasn't here, I'd punch you out. You ain't even on my food chain. This is what your parents are gonna send you, and I will beat the brakes off your ass.
Tell me how good MMA works on the street.
Oh, MMA don't work on the street.
I don't fight just to fight.
In here,
Oh, now he's saying he don't
That
fight to
look
fight.
is what the program loves to see from the teens. But sometimes one comes along that refuses to yield, and this group has such.
Yes, sir.
Nigel is the laughing in their face type, which means he would get into
Bro, I
unnecessary
ain't
trouble
no hoe.
before
Y'all
the tour is
say, like,
over.
Bro, sorry. Like, if I had a tough demeanor, right? I know it's a big difference once you get on the yard, or you get into county, or you get to prison, or whatever type of example they want to use. But I'm gonna keep the same energy. I'm sorry, especially when I know the cameras are rolling and there's guards protecting them from beating me up. I'm not gonna, bruh. Imagine these kids going back to school the next week. You know what I'm saying? All their friends saw the episode on TV. Man, I thought you were tough. You were calling him sir in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would not be doing what this kid was doing, bruh.
Refuses to yield, and this group has such.
Yes, sir. Yes. Especially if I was acting tough right before I came in there. I'm not coming in there on some, oh, yeah. I'm not going to be combing a dude's chest hairs. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm a tough dude and none of that, but bro, keep the same energy. Like, don't let them punk you out is what I'm trying to say. And I know people in the comments going to be like, man, why are you advocating for that? I'm just saying, bro, like, I know the purpose is to put these kids on a better path, but these kids is weenies, bro. They come in. That's how you know they're actors, because they're just trying to act tough on the outside. But when you put them in real situations, they fold. Oh, yes, sir. I don't want to fight you, sir. But when they step back outside, they act tough.
You in here with the big boys, son. You know when you're going to be in there? You need to get yourself together.
Nigel is the laughing.
You sleep with me every day. Hey, how you doing? Well, see your girlfriend. You see me. Yes. Are you gay? Yes. They turned me into this little punk. And that's what they're going to turn you into.
There is no fear in Nigel's eyes,
Hell
and the
no.
officers and inmates push him to see how much he can take before falling apart.
Come on, let's go.
Bro, I would get beat up every single day. There's no way.
Officers and inmates.
There's no way I'm turning into this dude, bro. He said, that's what they turned me into. Yeah, they gonna do the same thing to you. Bro, come on, man. Nah, you gonna have to kill me, bro. Come on.
There is no fear in Nigel's eyes, and the officers and inmates push him to see how much he can take before falling apart.
He folded.
Over here. Let's go. Let's go. You just made it easy. Stand up.
If they thought it would be easy, they thought wrong, as Nigel doesn't give them the satisfaction of watching him quake in terror.
It's a lot of pressure when you come in here, son. Don't do it.
When he finally shows emotion, it isn't fear, but anger that makes him tremble. Maybe speaking to him like an adult would work better than bullying?
Come on. That's real. Come on.
Sit down, Nigel. Why your fist balled up?
Good, man.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And they all in my face.
They try to, like, beyond scared straight. That's the point. They try to put fear into them. But my thing is, that's not going to always work, bro. That's why you see them switch from the good, it's like the good cop, bad cop type of ploy. They'll switch from being really tough to trying to educate them. Man, you don't want to be in here. I'm doing a 10-year bid. I used to be in the same shoes you were in. You know, I get the purpose of the program. I think it's still effective. I think there are some kids that come out of this program different, but a lot of kids think it's a joke. I mean, you got cameras in my face. Like, when it's on TV, I'm not gonna take it that serious. Take it from me, bro. I was a bad kid myself. I didn't want to listen. I was doing not to get in the whole list of things I was doing, but point being is I had my fair share of trouble. So with that being said, it's like, I don't know. This is a very entertaining show though, and you know, prayers out to all the youth out there. You know, on a serious note, like I was saying earlier, I don't really think kids learn. Like, life and experiences are the best teacher. Although you don't want, when you love somebody, your family member, your children, I don't have kids, I can't speak in that context, but hypothetically speaking, you don't want them to go down a certain path, so you protect them from it. But sometimes they gotta just learn. But obviously, not everybody gets multiple chances. Sometimes it's that one chance or that one time and you ruin your life forever, or you lose your life. So I understand why they try to prevent the occurrence or the situation from even happening. But 9 times out of 10, I would even say maybe 7.5 to 8 times out of 10, bro, they're not gonna listen. They'll have to experience the challenges. They'll have to face life head on. Life is the best teacher, man, through trial and tribulation. And then they'll learn. Because me just saying, hey, don't do that, you get a slap on the wrist, that's not really going to teach you nothing. You know what I mean? Especially a lot of these bad kids. So let me know y'all's thoughts on this video in the comment section down below, man. If y'all want me to do more reactions like this, comment down below. Peace, love, prosperity, everybody rocking with the channel. Check out all my other videos. Check out my library of content. God bless y'all, man. We'll catch y'all on the next one. We out.